Hey Aquarius, I'm SJ from Where's My Crystals, and welcome to our first ever forecast. This is for if you're a Sun Aquarius, Moon Aquarius, or Rising Aquarius, and also please check out the readings for your other top 3 signs. Here we go, and I hope you like the forecast. So we've got the Hangman, which is showing me that you've done a lot of, I don't know, it's a kind of comical sense that I'm getting here because I'm feeling like you're tired of waiting. You're tired of waiting for somebody or something to resolve a situation. And it's almost like you're laughing at how stupid it's getting now. It's silly. But it's also causing you a lot of anguish, and this decision that you're waiting for somebody else to make is causing you to be tied up, and you feel like you can't be free because I feel like there's a fear of being blindsided, but also there's a matter of fact like an imprisonment of somebody else's energy. And I also feel like this is maybe to do with a home and a relationship, I think. And I think that take it as it comes to you, please, Aquarius. But I feel like you just kind of, you've gone through a moment of trying to help somebody with a situation, and then you've come back to yourself, and now you're almost frustrated at another person because there's a lot of self-pity involved. And I feel like the ticking timer has kind of expired now, and you're a bit bored almost, dare I say, of this person not helping themselves when you've been giving them a lot to help them. I feel like you feel like there's been some deception on their behalf as well, in terms of they've not been quite truthful to you. The deception could have come from you as well, to be honest with you. I don't think it was meant intentionally to harm anybody, but I do feel like there has been a bit of emotional bloodshed, if you like, because I'm getting the kind of the closing of the throat chakra, and the lack of communication and the fear of what's going on behind what you can't see. But know that if that's not already resolved, that coming through into November, that is going to be resolved and peace is coming, because we have the 10 of Cups here, which is pure abundance and rejoice. So it's like thank the Lord, honestly, or thank whoever you want to thank, but thank myself as well. Thank you, Aquarius, because you have got yourself through it. I feel like there's this pure abundance, there's pure glee. There could even be like a celebration where it's kind of a community coming together. That community, I'm feeling, is like an art community or something like that. It's not like a religion or anything. I feel like, well, who knows, that you'll be able to interpret that for yourself, Aquarius. But I feel like there's definitely like a jubilation is the word I want to say, which is, yeah, we'll go with jubilation. So I feel like there's an opportunity coming up for you to really assess what you're doing with your finances. And I feel like you've got to a point where you are not quite sure where to either invest money or where to put it in the bank or where to buy a property. There's so many decisions revolving around finances, and I feel like it's not necessarily finances coming in or coming out, but if you're in the position to invest, or you might be becoming into the position to invest soon. And it is really the King of Wands here as well, telling us to kind of get some clever help, somebody that you trust, and I'm guessing a masculine energy with that. Just be careful of who you confide in when it comes to anything that's serious, money, work, anything related like that. Just be careful who you're talking to, because there is kind of these I want to say reptilians around, these people that are not for the best good of you, Aquarius. I feel like you are very whimsical and can be naive, and not everybody is out for the greater interest of you. And really what we want to do is cut the corners of the hard lessons and go directly straight onto our path. So just beware, ask for help, but ask somebody that you know is loyal and somebody that you care about, somebody that you know cares about you. Again, we're getting the number 7 is really jumping out to me here with this card. So maybe the number 7 has got some resemblance to you this month in November. 7 is also maybe lucky, so it's maybe going to be some luck for you. But what I am getting with the 7 of Cups here is pure abundance, everything you want, but everything's in its own place. You know, you don't need to categorize happiness. You don't need to be putting the pillars in like, oh, work's good, money's good. I know it all contributes, but you actually have abundance and you have all of that stuff. Yes, there might be some temporary things changing, like home or relationships, which I'm getting strongly for you, Aquarius. But again, just be careful who you trust, because I'm getting snaky energy around you. And I just think that not all that we see is as it is, basically. But you have the strength to recognize, you have the intuition to know. You also have the power to own your own strength and harness that inner strength, because I don't think you are strong at all, but you're emotionally strong, you're emotionally evolved, you're emotionally developed, and I can tell that you don't need your ego stroking to feel good. But you do sometimes fall into the trap of stroking other people's egos to feel good. So what I'm just going to warn you about is any egos that feel obnoxious around you, any energies that feel a little bit off, trust your intuition. Our gut is a very strong place, and you should believe what it's telling you, because feelings are sometimes a really good way to interpret a situation, because our brain will tell us something that's not necessarily true, and will then dissect something to the far end of it becoming even more problematic than it even was. If you've got a feeling, then you trust it, okay? So just learn to trust that. That's what I'm getting. Learn to trust those inner feelings. And also, I am getting some like gut problem. So I am getting pain. I'm clairsentient, so I feel things. So I'm getting this like a swollen kind of abdomen area. So either do a pregnancy test, start taking probiotics, start thinking about gut health, or maybe you already have started thinking about gut health. But I'm feeling this stretch of the abdomens, which normally is resembling to either pregnancy and the movement of the muscles, or it's signalling like kind of health conditions in that area, and like that bloating kind of feeling. So just be making sure that you're eating foods that are really suitable for you there. Believe in yourself. Again, we've got teamwork, so work with other people to make your dreams come true. It's not selfish to get help from other people, and other people really want to help you. Teamwork must have come up in most of my signs of these readings today, and it's absolutely mad. So I think in the world right now, we just need to come together, we need to help each other, and that includes you. You need help from others too. Let go of the stress. And just as I said that, the gut feeling is going, I think you're holding so much stress there internally in your gut, that you're feeling like that IBS-y, crampy, like that horrible, sicky stress feeling. Just let it go, because let me tell you, you can't control everything, and some things are just beyond our control, but it doesn't mean it's not going to work out. It means it's actually going to work out for the greatest good of you and the greatest good of everybody who's involved in whatever your manifestations are. But your wildest dreams are coming true, and just let it be. So practice. If you want to upskill, I feel like there's a perfectionism here within you, and all I can say is just practice. We're getting practice from the unicorns, and if you think you can't do something, you're going to be in a bad mood. But let me tell you, you have the ability to do whatever you want to do, and you can nail it on the head. Annoyingly, for a lot of your friends and family and people that are around you, they know your capability to just turn to anything, and you know that deep inside. So whatever it is that's niggling away at you, practice makes perfect. And perfection is the disease of a nation. Beyonce, pretty hurts, is coming to me. But that phrase, be careful of that toxic kind of perfectionism. Toxic perfectionism is going to make you then have more anguish and stress. So just watch out for that. We have nothing will come of this situation. So maybe sometimes the thing that you are thinking about that you need to practice to make perfect, maybe it's not the right situation for you at this time. Timing is everything as well. Let me just remind you of that. Show the world the real you. Don't be scared to hide behind. Don't mask ever for anybody. Show the world who you truly are, because you are so beautiful, and your energy and your light, I can feel it coming through. It's like you're giving me a reading back, and I just want you to harness that. And I feel sad that you don't recognize it really in yourself, and you fake recognize it. That's what I want to say to you. I want to say that you don't really understand the light that you are for some people. So there's a situation at hand, and a year from now is what the angels are telling us. And I feel like that is maybe to do with this practice card as well from the unicorn. So I'm going to lay those together, the practice and a year from now. You've got a year to practice, and the timing at the moment isn't right, so that nothing would come from it. So wait and be patient and have patience, because a year from now will be the right time for that. There's an opportunity coming up for you, and this is coming up in the very near future. So the angels are telling you there's an opportunity on the horizon that you need to be prepared for. And in preparation, what we mean by that is the angels just want you to harness the energy of your inner light and do some more healing on yourself, because the healing isn't in the brain, it's in the heart. Okay? And that's where I'll leave that reading for you. I hope you've enjoyed that reading and that it has resonated with you. If you want to ask a question, I'm going to ask the crystal pendulum a yes or no question now for you. So I'll give you a moment to pause right now and think of it. And we're back. If you think of it in the mind's eye, and I'm just going to channel that energy through. If the answer is yes, the pendulum will move back and forward or side to side. If the answer is no, the pendulum will move in a circle like that. Okay? So we ask for a clear answer from the pendulum. Think of your question in your mind's eye now, and I'll channel that. So we've got a circle, and it's giving us a very clear no. So the answer to the question that you asked, Aquarius, is a definitive no. Don't shoot the messenger, I want to say, and don't get hung up if that's not the answer you wanted. Maybe it is the answer you wanted, but if it isn't, I just feel like I need to give you this message. Don't be disheartened, because the right thing is on its path to you. Love and light to you. If you enjoyed this reading, please share it with your friends, put it on your story. Help us share the healing and share the light to more people. The more people we reach, the better. And happy November.